Alright, so here's my temporary test tank. I've got this old plastic tank from a snowblower engine that I keep for just such an occasion. I had this piece of junk bracket for, I honestly don't even remember what it's for now. It's got a Dodge part number on it, but it was in my scrap metal junk. So I put a bolt through it here and tied it with a piece of wire here because the bolt spacing's not going to match. But that's secure enough. And then I've got one screw into the plastic screw. There was two holes in the plastic here that a bracket screwed onto. So ideally, not very strong, but I think what I'll do is, I got this bungee. All right, that's starting to, it's like dusk right now, so the light levels are kind of low, but I really would like to try and fire this off tonight, just briefly. So I'm gonna have to hook up a temporary cooling system because the whole gear case is off, so there's no water pump or anything to push water through the system. But I'm thinking maybe just hear it fire tonight, and then tomorrow I'll rig up a bucket and a system to cool it. Can't believe this. I misplaced one of the spark plugs. And it's not like I could just throw any old spark plug in there, because this is those funky, the thing doesn't have the electrodes sticking out, so how the heck did I do that? Alright, I just found my missing spark plug. I reinstalled all the spark plugs. So now I'm going to hook my battery up. Before I bother putting any fuel in there, I'm going to check and make sure that my start circuit's going to work to crank it, and also going to make sure that I have spark when I put my ignition switch on. Alright, so first I'm going to try it with the ignition switch off, just make sure it cranks. And it does. Now, well, I guess I should have left the spark plug out. But I'm sure it's going to work. It was working downstairs. There's no reason why it shouldn't work now. Alright, I'm going to get some fuel. Stand back so I don't splash any of this on you. You can watch without having to be so close that you're fogging my glasses up. If I had glasses on. Oh. Alright, this is a 50-to-1 mix. This is what's recommended by everything I've read online. Recommends a 50-to-1 mix for a Mercury of this vintage. The one thing that it isn't though is I'm not using the Quicksilver. This I had pre-mixed already for my chainsaws and stuff like that. So it's actually an air-cooled oil, but I'm not going to run it very long on this. I'm going to mix up some. I'm going to get some good fresh 97 octane gas and mix up some Quicksilver formulation outboard oil. That's what I like to run on my outboards. Okay, didn't realize the camera was off. Spark plugs are all hooked up. I got two-stroke fuel in here. This is stuff I had mixed up for my chainsaw. It's 50-to-1, which is the correct ratio, but it's not the ideal oil. But I've only got a little bit in there, and I don't plan on running it very long. I'm going to get some fresh gasoline and mix it up with some Quicksilver two-stroke, outboard two-stroke oil formulation. That's good stuff. But for testing purposes right now, I don't expect this thing to fire off for a bit. Probably have to crank it quite a bit before anything happens, because right now gravity's letting the fuel go into this fuel pump, but because of the check valves in there, it's probably not getting anywhere past there until the crankcase starts working its magic. So, alright, stand back. Oh, hold on. Alright, here goes nothing. What's wrong? Nothing. nothing. There's no fuel. The fuel has to work its way from the tank, through all of these pumps, into the carburetors, and then eventually the motor will pick it up and get it in there. I'm thinking I might want to spray some fuel directly into one of the carburetors.
How?
Huh?
How?
Alright, get a little spray thing and squirt some in there. Well, I just pulled the number 1 spark plug. I'm going to check the spark. Plenty of spark.
How did you know that?
I saw the little white flash of light. That's a spark.
Oh.
You didn't see it? You missed out. I can't see it. But trust me. Alright, stand back. Stand back. Alright. Shoot some right into the throats of the carburetors. Whoops. That didn't work very well. Stand back. Further. It's occurred to me, I may not have the idle mixture screws set to the start position. I think I left them turned in. Okay, according to that book I got from the library, initial starting position of the screw is 1 turn open from closed. So that's half, that's 1 turn. Half, 1 turn. These weren't all closed. Half, 1 turn. Unfortunately, that wasn't the magic solution. Yeah, I can hear my battery's starting to run down already. Come on. That's it. So close. And then the battery dies. Oh well. Pick this up tomorrow.